Godzilla 2000 is one of the most popular artists of Warner. Even, yeah, 2000 dropped 3 albums, and one of them became his most popular album, which is Godzilla 2000 LPRs. It went number one in top Godzilla albums, making Godzilla 2000 the first number one album, and being album his first stereo album, the Godzilla 2000 LP. This album has one of the biggest songs, such as Please, which was number one top Godzilla songs, The End, and Fortnite featuring Little Double Pump that went number five at the top of the songs. Despite being commercially successful artist, he hasn't won that much awards. So you guys are telling me why Taylor hasn't won? Let's talk about the history. In 2019, 2000 first year album, the Godzilla LP was nominated for Best Rap Album along with Sherry Mario, Mega Godzilla 3, and X. Even though 2000 was so close to win, he did not win. Or he didn't win many awards. He didn't win awards. He got zero wins. He was being by his brother 24 and beef his beef best friend Shay Mario. If even though 2000 was successful at the time, he did not win awards, and unfortunately he was disappointed. And he hoped his second studio album, Godzilla to an LP Lost, would be nominated, and yet it did. In 2020 Godzilla Music Awards, 2000 LP Lost was nominated for Best Rap Album, making Godzilla 2000 twice nominated. Even though 2000 did won 2 awards, finally he won Best Rap Song with Hudson. He won the album of the year as a feature artist on America because he did Drugs. He didn't win his best rap album, and even his biggest song, Please, did not win best rap sing performance and best rap performance. And and you guys been wondering why he didn't win best rap album. Well, you probably noticed, but 2000 has been a controversial artist since. He beat his child 3 years ago. He and Malto got divorced, even got into fights. And that actually caused him to not win many awards. Even though 2000 looks like a good guy, he does have a lot of bad things going through him. Like having beef with his one with Sherry Mario, but that beef ended in 2019 because of differences. Even though 2000 at the time wasn't that, bad, he does have cultural issues. Using his best friend Bumblebee and another one this year, which is Shin Godzilla, who also was a controversial artist at the time. And and I feel like 2000 didn't win that much awards. And his third album, The Godzilla Show, will be nominated, but again, people kind of look at it saying this album wasn't the best because it was pretty disappointing. The Godzilla Show was announced earlier 2019 and it dropped December 2019, even though this album was overdue. This album went number one, selling 165,000 copies in its first week. But this album was received mixed reviews by fans saying this album wasn't that good, or may say this album was okay, or some people say this album was the best. And 2000 actually found out that his album wasn't good commercially, so he decided to take a break off the internet. In March 2020, Godzilla 2000 dropped his collaboration album with his brother Godzilla 2004 in March 2000. And this album also was overdue. This album was supposed to drop last year, but due to production problems. And this album went number 10 at the top Godzilla albums, and people was like confused. How these two biggest artists, aka brothers, got a top 10 album? And I'm gonna let you guys know this was overdue. If this album came out earlier last year, I feel like this album could have been number one because at the time 2000 was fresh, 2004 was still fresh, but unfortunately they were overdue, and that made the album sell less copies than many people thought. And that is a scary thought because if 2000 drop his next up and coming album, it may not sell most copies. But at the same time, 2000 is the most popular artist of Warner. So we gotta respect his talent and success. But we do not respect if his albums be overdue sometimes. And that's a thing I want to talk about. Even 2000 was nominated for many awards. He's always not going to win that much. He's going to win like one award, two. He only won two awards, but not three, not four, not five. Just like his father and his older brother, even Shay Mario. Like Shay Mario won the best rap album of the year, which is was confusing people saying that album wasn't hip hop, that was a little bit of pop rap. And I would agree, but at the same time, Old Days was going back to his Shay Mario's hip hop roots. But 2000 LP Dolls was a hip hop album, but mixture with country and pop and R&B, you know. And this is like Tyler the Creator album Eager. Eager was nominated for Best Rap Album. And it wasn't a rap album. It was a mixture of R&B, pop, folk, and soul, but a little bit of hip hop. And I'm not saying 2000 is separating from hip hop. He's still going to continue doing his hip hop roots. But at the same time, he may separate from hip hop probably years progress. And his brother, 2004, wanted to separate from hip hop because he didn't want to be a rapper in the first place, but at the same time, he wanted to be a most successful rapper because he wanted to know that he could rap. And he did that with his two mixtapes before he became popular. And Snapper did become popular in his song Trippin', which is club slash rap song. And he actually got him an award. Even though people will vote him for as a rapper, he's not going to be a hip hop artist as the years progress. And it's going to happen to 2000 the same way. Although 50-50, he may be a rapper forever or he may be a singer for the rest of his life. Because the dude can sing. Like, go check it when one of his albums. He could sing. But he wants to view as a rapper as long as he wants to be. I mean, like, he's gonna make a R&B album possibility. And speaking of his upcoming album 7.1.98, which is 2000's birthday, most people think it's gonna be an experimental album. It'll be like the Money Store album, or it's gonna be like Charles Gambino 3.115, 320. Even heard some people saying it's gonna be an R&B, just like Charles Gambino "Waking My Love," which is an R&B and soul album. But we don't know what this album gonna sound like. I mean, we haven't got no new songs from 2000 since. Well, the only thing we heard about him was the interview on this channel. Even his collaboration album 2004 was still a rapping album. And 2000 lyrics hasn't changed, although we do say he's a lyrical dude. He can spit bars. And yeah, but we don't know what his next album gonna sound like. If it's gonna be an R&B solo or his typical hip hop album. And despite that, is this album going to perform well? We don't know. We just don't know. But the thing about 2000 is his songs had to chart at the top because of the songs. So I mean, if his songs chart top because of the songs, it's going to make the album number one, which is 2000 did because of 2000 LP Dolls and the Godzilla show. The reason why 2000 LP didn't win number one because there was a little promotion for it, and it didn't win number one, it went number two because, little promotion. And 2000 may sell another 100,000 copies in his first week if the songs charted. If the songs don't chart, that means he's either going to go top 5, top 10, even the worst part, top 100. I don't want 2000 to go to top 100 because he's the dude that makes versatile music like Triple X, Tyler the Creator, Danny Brown, or even Blackhampton. Even though 2000 is not influenced by Blackhampton, he want to make music like his favorite rapper Eminem. And we gotta respect, bro. He's been doing this for 3 years straight. I mean, his earlier mixtapes were mostly hip hop, but then when he evolved as an artist back in 2017, I mean, he was the same back then, but he was evolving from a hardcore hip hop rapper to a versatile dude. He wanted to make good songs. And another thing about Tunnels I like, he's confident lyrical. His lyrical is so confident. He could even go make a album with lyrical. He did that with Godzilla LP Lost. I feel like that album could have won Best Rap Album if the YouTube Godzilla Music Awards wasn't counted as a popularly. Because Godzilla LP Lost won sell 201 first 201,000 first of 201,000 copies the first week. I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, I'm not good at this, but this is my YouTube channel. You can criticize me, but at the same time, I'm really mixtape. I make mixtapes. No, mistakes, just like humans. Okay, so keep in mind. But shame out, oh, this album sold more copies than 2,000 LPRs, which is I kind of agree, but again, the album wasn't a rap album, but 2,000 LPRs was mostly a hip hop album, if I'm being honest. And he can lyrical make out of a lyrical confident. I mean, sure, if anything happens in 2000, he may talk about his jail life, how it's changed him, or he may do something that most people would not expect him, like Godzilla about P laws. And in 2000 is gonna experiment with some new sounds. It's gonna be a risk move because even though 2000 did experiment for new sounds, he did not experiment with more and more and more. So if it's gonna be a risk, he may have to do it because 2000 is most popular artist. But you have to see is this going to be a good one or it's going to be a bad way. Because one of the songs of the Godzilla show, Batman featuring Shay Mario, wasn't a good song. It felt experimental, but at the same time, he looks like he was going to do some more experimental music. And most people want 2000 to do a crap with Billie Eilish, or just most people. I mean, again, we don't know about that because the features has been not confirmed. It's just on title, and the release date is not confirmed yet until when we figure out it is gonna be confirmed. But I feel like if this is gonna continue, I think 2000 is gonna be the most popular artist. Maybe, but his older brother 2004 hasn't dropped the first studio album yet, which is overdue. So not a good way. And I feel like if Dylan take his time to make a experimental good album, I feel like he's gonna get a Acclaim commercial set, even want a YouTube guys a music award. If it's up and coming album is more of R&B than rapping, this means that we're not gonna be nominated for rapping best rap album of the year, but we'll be nominated for best album of the year, just album of the year, because Guys Music Awards don't put R&B awards or that. They put mostly hip hop and popular awards. So that's just my knowledge of it. If you guys love Godzilla 2000, you could check his playlist on the Godzilla 2000 TV, and you could check his interview, which just came out days ago. So thank you guys for watching this. See you later. Share Mario. See ya.